cheese. You're cleaning up all this shit by yourself. Junior, Dejan, nor me are gonna help you clean up. We told you don't put that shit in the macaroni cheese, but you insist on putting it. So since you want to do things your damn way, we gonna do shit our way. We get ready to go upstairs and go to sleep while you clean up all this shit for Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. We love you, but guess what? This shit ain't fair that we couldn't even get a decent thing of macaroni cheese. We gotta wait and go back to Goose for Auntie Karen to make us some damn macaroni and damn cheese. Cause you decided to do some bullshit you done seen off the damn internet. Don't experiment on damn Thanksgiving. Don't experiment on Thanksgiving. Mom, you experiment by your damn self.
With cream cheese before.
Hell, don't try it with us. We don't want that shit. Auntie Karen gave you the damn recipe, but you chose to do shit on your own. Messed our shit up.
It won't last. Look.
That's because I already did my 10,000 steps today.
Told you so.
Screw you, son. I'm going home.
Today's segment is pretty much talking about pick a struggle.
You pick a struggle.
You have to pick a struggle.
That pick a struggle, bruh.
You need to pick the goddamn struggle.
You have more than 2 struggles. If you have 3, then that's it. It is over for you. You have to pick a struggle.
Hello. Hey, everybody. Oh, Lord. I just woke up. Give me a couple of seconds to roll over. I'm like my engine. It's hard for me to turn over sometimes when I'm just popping up. Oh, my goodness. How y'all been? Happy belated Thanksgiving. Happy, what? Do they still do Cyber Monday? I don't know, but we still waiting on LaPree. Mind you, I talked to her. She know what time we start. Child, I'm gonna have to figure out how to get her to get here on time. But anyway, in the meantime, in between time, how was y'all's Thanksgiving? Mine was nice. I had fun. Oh, let me make sure this is actually working while I'm sitting here running my mouth. Hold on. Make sure the sound is working. Oh, let me make sure this is actually working. Okay, there we go. Boom, shakalaka, laka, boom, shakalaka, kaboom. All right. So while we wait for LaPree, let me tell y'all, my friend, I have a friend, she, everybody, I'm pretty sure everybody got a friend now that makes soaps. I'm pretty sure everybody got a friend that, what the hell is this? Hold on, somebody just text me. They said, I don't know why people slut shame. I love hearing people whole stories. I love hearing, guess what I did? Bitch, what you do? Right. Anywho, sorry about that. I'm pretty sure everybody got a friend that makes soaps and making candles and shit like that. But my friend Kiyosha, hold on, let me blow this out because it's kind of done. It's making me nervous. So my friend Kiyosha, she's making soaps and shit, and she made this one bar. I kind of feel bad because I do not remember the damn name. Not the, the name of like what she used in her soap, but it is off the chain. I was loving it because I had took a shower earlier today. Thank God. But I had used the soap, and you know how some soaps it takes it a minute to lather. Not take a minute, but it's I don't even know how to describe it. But like some of the soaps that I use, it's like I have to, I got to massage it a couple of times for it to actually lather. Soon as I put her soap under the damn water, it's just so many bubbles. I was like, oh shit. And it smells so good. It smells so good. And because I think she also makes like body wash and stuff. And I have a couple of friends. They were like, "Oh, Andre, use my body's, my body scrub and all this other shit." I was like, "Look, my fat ass can't be using no liquid soap. I got too much body to clean." Okay, so So if you want me to try some, give me a bar soap. I need a bar soap, and not just any old bar soap. I need a big ass bar soap. But I tried and it was actually nice. I'm gonna have to get another. I'm gonna have to actually pay for this one, pay for the next one. Because she gave it to me. Oh, because I had invited her for Thanksgiving. And this was my second time inviting her for Thanksgiving. And she was like, "I'm gonna have to come this time because this is your second time inviting me. Let me come." It's open. I will. Speaking of the devil, he shall appear. What's going on? You just scrambling? How many bottles of wine did you get?
That's champagne.
Oh.
That's the champagne because I ain't want no red wine. I've been drinking red wine all week.
Why?
I don't know because I like it, but I just didn't want no more today. I want some champagne. Dad, can I get myself together, please? Dang, all up under my leg. Dang.
She ain't seen you. She was like, "Oh, hey, girl."
Hey, girl.
You drinking champagne too?
I got me some champagne because I ain't want no red wine.
Oh, yeah, you did say that.
So, you want me to sit them over here? Because you got to open it with the cork.
Yeah, find my corkscrew. I think it's in that bowl.
You already started?
In that mixing bowl. I'm still sipping on my swallow.
You already started the show?
Yeah.
Hey, y'all! It's the black one, right?
I think so.
The one we tried, because I traded.
It's in there.
Yeah. And mine is not Here we go. Where you keep your empty set?
Right there.
In here?
Yeah, right in that bag.
Anywho.
Right.
What you said? What you told the folks already?
No, I was talking about the soap that Kiosha had gave me.
What she gave you?
Some soap.
What kind of soap?
Oh, I don't know.
What you mean you don't know?
I forgot what the label said and I threw it away. I'm gonna have to dig in my trash to find it.
I'm not gonna play with you. I'm not. I'm gonna throw the label away before we talk about it.
I forgot. She gave me some lip balm too, and that was actually nice, but I keep that in the car.
Kiosha, that's the one that be making stuff?
Yeah, she been making a whole bunch of shit.
I think you told us about her.
And then she gave me so she gave me a bar of soap, and then she gave me some facial cleanser. It was like face and body cleanser, but I was like, I got too much body to be using liquid soap.
Girl, shut up. That's silly. That's when you're supposed to use liquid soap, so you gotta keep doing that stuff with the bar.
I know, but that was the thing though with the bar soap. Like I had put it under the water, and then it started lathering up real quick.
Oh, so it was one of the quick lathers?
Yeah.
Was it black?
Yeah.
It was black soap. Black soap does.
It's something else in it.
It has a great lather, yeah.
And I'm gonna have to ask what she put in her facial scrub because it was like brown and black. So I was like, what the hell is
That's
this?
That's probably black soap too.
I'm gonna have to ask her.
Black soap, brown and black.
Oh, okay.
I got a big ass bar of it at my house.
But I liked it though.
That's good, yes, but it's good for our skin.
And then what did she get? Then she gave me this candle. It's small, but it burnt. I had burned it all day to see how long it'll last. It lasts about 30 hours.
That's good. I ain't gonna ask you what kind because you're gonna go.
No, but I don't know. But it smells good as hell.
Let me smell it.
Yeah, right. What's ever left of it? The glass a little hot.
Oh, that's one. Oh, that's wonderful. I like that. How much? Well, she gave that to you, but how much you charge?
I don't have to ask her.
That smells lovely. It smells like one of them Bath and Body Works candles. They do.
But yeah, I popped up at 3:55. I was like, oh shit.
Bitch, that's when I left the house. Like, oh shit. Girl, I be playing. I really do. I be playing with them kids because people get leaving in a minute. So
yeah.
They was in there. Mama, what about Christmas? Girl, can we talk about when I get back? Well, I'm gonna be gone. Okay. When you want to talk.
Got your cute t-shirt on?
Yeah, it's funny. Sometimes I crack it out when I got in this store.
Oh, what the fuck was that?
I
thought that was a piece of the cup. I was like, did you just break? And then you got my champagne.
Yes.
Somebody asked me at work. People be asking me where I'm from because they don't. I don't know.
Because your name.
Yeah. Because
where the hell they from?
Even a Mexican was like, "Are you from France?" And I was gonna go with it. I was like, "Yeah."
They play all motherfucking day. You should say oui oui. Oui oui.
He's like, "Cause your name is it's French, isn't it?" I was like, "Yes, it is." He was like, "You have any, people in France?" No.
You might, yeah, you never know.
Ooh,
that was a nice little cork pop. I didn't expect that. Feel like New Year's Eve. Feel like NYE. Pour my champagne, y'all. So I got some champagne. Dre got some red wine because I've been drinking red wine all week and I ain't want to do it today. So I got me some champagne because I did want to feel a little buzz.
Right, a little bubbly.
So
and so she gave me the soap body face scrub shit.
Okay.
No, gotta let it breathe.
Gotta go.
That's it.
I want some too. Don't put that top on.
Oh my gosh! And then another coworker.
Huh? Been burning your sage?
No.
Oh, you might want to get something even.
Then another coworker was like, was you named after the champagne or Andre 3000?
Okay, so they was trolling. That was a troll right there.
I was like, all of it. Andre the Giant, Andre 3000, Andre the Champagne, hell, even Dr. Dre. I'm named after all of them.
Oh, Lord. See, I can believe Dr. Dre. I would believe that Dr. Dre. Well, I could believe Andre 3000 too. But the champagne, stop playing with me.
Chad, I was born way before Andre 3000 had a career.
Nuh-uh. He started in like 91.
Oh, for real? Oh, I didn't know this. I didn't know that's how early it was.
Well, back then he went Andre 3000. He was just Outkast, Big Boy Andre. And then he became Andre 3000 after him and Erykah Badu got, she made him crazy and all that. Yeah, so it was like early 90s when he came out with Outkast.
I like that color.
Thank you. This is my little Christmas.
I was just about to say it's very festive.
Yeah, I was just trying to be, in the spirit or whatever. Because I wasn't in the spirit for this is the only thing I'm doing to get in the Christmas spirit.
You so stupid. You ain't put a tree up?
They did. I don't even look at it.
Why?
Girl, I'm not fooling with them kids at Christmas.
Excuse me.
I gave myself until 2022. When I did the math, when I had them kids, I said 2022, it'd be my year. I ain't got to buy Christmas no more. It don't look like it's happening.
Mm.
So they all spirited Christmas. I'm like,
okay,
we'll see.
Oh my goodness, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. Y'all already know my baby came home. And I didn't have to do too much cooking because she helped me with a lot.
That's good.
My second daughter, she not burnt it, but the strawberry cake that she was in charge of.
Yeah,
it was this thin.
Wait a minute. Girl, that's the same thing that happened to Miss, that she made a cake and it was so thin. And okay, so my mom wasn't able to do any of the cooking, so I had to do all. Me and Misty had to, share responsibilities. And I was like, Misty, you make a cake, and so she made it. Mm-hmm. But of course, my mama didn't have two matching 9-inch pans. Mm-hmm. So I was like, Misty, just make one layer at a time. Yeah. And so she put the layer in the oven, but I didn't realize she didn't fill it up.
Right. She was doing.
So when it came out, I was like, okay, this is kind of thin. It's kind of thin. And so when she took it, I was like, and then when she cooked it, it had bubbles in it. Yeah. Like a pancake. Yeah. So I was like, yeah. So I was like, girl, what did you do? I was like, did you follow directions
to the T?
To the T?
Right.
Yeah, I did. Oh, okay, because I ain't never seen this before. And I think it was from the layer being so thin.
Yeah. All the air had got, when she poured it in there, the air just got trapped in there.
Right.
That's pretty much what happened. Well, of course, I didn't have 2 matching 9-inch pans. So Nene put all of the cake batter in one pan. And so she said, okay, let's see how this happens. So she put it all in the one 9-inch pan that I had. And I came in the kitchen, I'm like, oh, because when I left out the kitchen, she was still in the mixing process. So I was like, okay. And I bought a mixer just for her because my things for the mixer and my other one, whatever.
The hand mixer.
Yeah, the hand mixer. I bought one just for her because she said I can't do it with I did my cake with
the whisk.
My spoon, my big spoon, put it right up in that cuff right there and just
like 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 12.
Right. I did the flick of the wrist motion. You know what I'm saying? So my cake came out fine. I put in a bunt pan. She don't like bunt pans because she feels like they're for old people.
How dare she?
I know. So I made a bunt German chocolate cake. But anywho, so I left out the kitchen. She was still in the mixing process. I come back in there. Everything's cleaned up. The bowl washed out and everything. 2 minutes. I said, baby, what a cake at? She's like, it's in the oven. I see the long pan that I got out for her, the 13 by 9, I seen that sitting up there and I said, well, where you put it in? And she was like, in that round pan. I said, we only got one of those. Yeah, I put it all in there. I said, well, baby, you supposed to use 2 of them. On the box, I said, get the box out the trash. Let's look at it. She was like, yeah, it says right here, you can use I'm supposed to use 2 of them. I said, so let me see. So we opened up the oven and the cake had already started to kind of like rise a little bit and started to cook a little bit. So it was probably longer than 2 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. But I looked at it, the cake was starting to
spill over.
Have, lean with it, rock with it. And so I said, that's not gonna work. I said, everything's about to spill out. So she was like, well, can we transfer it? So we transferred it into the 13 by 9.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. So when we did that, of course, that was the end of that cake.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to see what was going to happen.
You so
like I said, the cake came out as thick as your tablet. And so yeah.
Right.
We cut it up and made strawberry brownies out of it.
Oh.
Yeah, so she wouldn't feel so bad. But she did a great job on the barking and rice casserole.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was pretty good. I doctored it up after she went to the store. But we're not going to talk about it. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I see your food was looking delicious. Did you do all of it by yourself?
Misty did. She did the meatloaf. Mm-hmm. And that came out good. She did. It was so funny. Because my mom has gloves. So I was like, get you some gloves and you're going to play with it. Mm-hmm. And she was like, how much egg? I was like, girl, I don't know.
Just put some in there. Put some like, we're not doing ingredients. We're not doing
measuring, right? Just put it in there. And I'll tell you, just keep cracking eggs until I tell you to stop. And then, but it came out good.
Oh, okay. How many eggs ended up in there?
It was like 3 or 4.
Three is good. Was it a lot of meat? Like it was.
Yeah, it was like maybe like 6-7 pounds.
Okay, yeah, she's good. Okay, what kind of so did she cut up the vegetables and she put the onions in there and everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
She did all of that.
I'm proud of Misty.
Oh my goodness. Jesus, I'm gonna have to turn my phone down. And then she did the mashed potatoes. That was good. Mashed potatoes was good. And then everything else I did.
Okay, the dressing and all
right.
That. Okay.
And she technically cooked the turkey because I had went to work because I had to work every day. Yes. And so I had came home and then I had popped up like 6 a.m. and I was like, okay, mister, go ahead and wake up.
Right.
Put that turkey in the oven.
Right. She had already rubbed it down and all that kind
I had did that the day before.
Oh, okay.
She goes, I don't know how to cook a turkey. I was like, girl, you just throw it, just put it in the oven. Mm-hmm. And she was like, well, the Luna for yes. Ooh, bitch. And then I was mad. because I was like, I'm gonna be there after a couple of hours. So a couple of hours had went by because I had went back to sleep. And then I had called and was like, What does the turkey? I called like FaceTime. Girl, what the turkey look like? Go ahead, take the aluminum foil off and turn the oven down, and then I'll just come back and finish it.
Mm-hmm.
And when I get there, come to find out, the pans I had got from Kroger all had holes in them.
Oh man,
So the dressing was leaking, the turkey was leaking. Luckily, the macaroni wasn't leaking.
Oh, that just I hate it when that happens. That happens to me a couple times.
And then, so when we emptied it out, I had looked at it, was like little, like 3 or 4 holes, like poked in like random ass
I wonder
places.
if somebody went in and just poked some holes in them.
I don't know, but this show made me mad because I remember one time when I had found out that people will go to like the automotive section at Walmart and throw nails on the ground.
Why?
Girl, pranks. And then, people drive around and then they they got a nail in their tire. So I figured maybe that's what happened.
Yeah, somebody was just
randomly doing shit.
Right, ain't got nothing else to do. Baby, that's why I be checking the pants. I get them now to that because that happened to me. I get them and I put water in them and run them, make sure, wash them out and make sure there ain't no holes in them. Because baby,
but yeah, I did that and rinsed them all out and just start putting stuff in there. And then once stuff got to settle, it was like, oh, there's a hole in that.
Right.
Dressing leaked all over the refrigerator.
Oh, that just sucks. Oh man.
Then I'm gonna tell y'all this because this was fun and this is after the fact. Mm-hmm. Now that I know, now that everything's okay. Mm-hmm. Child, I almost set my mama's house on fire.
What happened? Lord, from that leaking?
No. So I had put a water in the pot for the macaroni. And I put it on high so the water can go ahead and start boiling. And I went to the bathroom and then I came back. Mister was like, you almost, burned. I was like, girl, what happened? She was like, the water was, boiling over. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, okay. And so went back to cooking. Next thing I know, I'm looking under the burner. Mm-hmm. It's flames.
What happened?
I don't know.
It probably was a piece of food that was already in there. Had to be. Water ain't gonna make a
That's
flame.
what I told Miss. I was like, water don't do this.
Yeah.
And so the flames got bigger and bigger.
Oh Lord.
And so I was like, Misty, move the pot. I was like, hand me the flour and move the pot. So she handed the flour and so I put the flour under the burner, but it was still going. So I was like, Misty, move the pot. And she was moving it so slow. I was like, girl, move the goddamn pot. Girl poured a whole damn 5-pound bag of flour onto the burner.
Oh my goodness.
To put the fire out.
Man, that cleanup was a mess. I know it was.
Yes, and luckily we was the only one there. Mm. And so she was like, because the pot had burned a little bit, but it was easy, I could just easily wipe it off.
Yeah.
But I was like, don't you tell mama a fucking thing.
You keep your mouth closed.
Right. Don't you say nothing because I would never be invited over here.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna burn my house down trying to make some damn macaroni. I can hear it too. I understand.
It was so funny.
Oh Lord. Well, I'm glad everything worked out. So everything tasted good?
Yeah, everything was good. Except for the macaroni. I messed up the macaroni.
Now, Dre Day, all day, every day. What the hell?
I think it was from the catastrophe of the fire. Mm-hmm. I ended up overcooking the noodles.
So it was nasty?
It was just, the macaroni was just mushy.
Mushy, okay. Well, I mean, but was the flavor there?
Yeah, it was all right. Okay. It was good.
How many people came over? Did y'all have?
Girl, so many people. So many people.
Really?
Yes.
Was your mama there?
Yeah, she was there. Okay. So it was my mom, her husband, me, my sisters, my sister's baby, and my cousin Kim, my cousin Miosha, and her 2 boys. And then Kiosha came over with her 3 kids.
Okay. So, how's the baby doing? Because I wanted to ask you last week. But
she all right. I got a picture.
Let's see it. We gotta
Let me
see
if I can.
That's a pick a struggle baby, y'all. That's the first baby that's been born since we started pick a struggle.
Let me see.
Oh, her so big now. Look at her little eyes out.
I know.
Alert.
I love it because my sister got big eyes.
That's so sweet. She's so pretty.
And so the baby her facial expression's just been killing me.
Really?
Because some of them will be like, girl, what the hell?
What y'all doing?
Right, like look at like that one.
She like she is tired and full and had a long day. She's so cute.
And my sister had on like 50,000 clothes, like layers on her.
Like
Had on some socks and slippers and what is she? Overalls. Like she had a whole bunch of layers on. I was like, girl, what? Yeah. Had a jacket, a jean jacket. And I was like, girl, take this shit off. When she is burning up. I'm hot just looking at her.
I guess people think baby's gonna be cold all the time, but they body temperature. I mean, they regulate their body temperature just the same way we do. So,
but it was hilarious.
Oh,
but everything was good. The turkey was just fabulous.
So I used your recipe. Well, the recipe that you told us about, and it came out really good.
Yeah,
it came out really, really good. I was proud of my turkey this year. I was like, "Yeah, get some of that turkey."
Is that the turkey that was in the picture?
Yes.
Oh, okay, because I thought that was a chicken.
Nah, it just looks small. I just got a small turkey this year.
Oh, okay.
With a big ass pan.
See,
I got a big ass pan because I bought the pan first, and then when I bought the turkey, I was like, this is gonna be in there swimming.
How much did you pay for that one, if you don't mind me asking?
The pan?
No, the turkey, yeah.
Like $17.
See, I wish you would have told, because something had told me to buy a turkey, to buy the one that I had.
Uh-huh.
And those, you saw how big those were. That was like $30.
See, the thing about it is, okay, so I didn't plan, it wasn't gonna be as many people.
Yeah.
When I bought the turkey, when I bought the pan, we were going to have more people coming.
Yeah.
But then things changed and less people coming. So I bought a smaller turkey thinking we was going to have too much. That turkey been gone. That turkey was gone the next day. I went there to give me a plate and the turkey was gone. I'm talking about it wasn't nothing left but the back. I'm talking about that back fat. That's all I had. That's barely all I had a little piece when the first, Thanksgiving, the first day, but the next day I ain't had no turkey since Thanksgiving. But it's fine.
You always got to have a big ass turkey.
But yeah, because I intended to buy a big turkey, at least a 30-pound turkey, but that one was like 17 pounds. But as long as we didn't throw any turkey away, because I usually throw it away.
Yeah.
But I gotta tell you about my little niece. Y'all know my little niece Ariel. She's 5. So
who baby is she?
She's my little brother Derek's baby.
Okay.
And so we were sitting. She's been over there since Tuesday or whatever. And so we sitting there and we say our prayer. Everybody get their plate or whatever. I knew that I didn't want to eat too much because I was gonna go to my dad's house to see how what they were doing. Whatever.
Yeah.
And so I just got a little sample of everything, just like I'm talking about a spoonful,
right.
Just in the circle. And so I sit down next to Ariel and she looked at my plate and she said, just like this, 5 years old, y'all, just like this. She looked at my plate with a little side eye. She said, Annie, you must be hungry. And I said, yeah, baby, I'm hungry. I've been cooking and I ain't ate all day. I'm hungry. I want to eat something. And she was like, So I get to eating and enjoying the food. I'm, that's good. And so she looked at me again. She said, you must want to be fat.
Oh, no, she didn't.
Yes, she did, y'all. I'm telling you the God honest truth. She said, you must want to be fat. I said, what? What you mean do I want to be fat? You got all that food. I said, listen, Annie already fat. So there ain't no want to it.
Right.
I'm fat already, so I'm going to eat enough to fill myself up. She was like, okay, well, I'm just saying.
That is too funny.
And then she told my daughter the next day, you going to be big your whole life.
Oh,
my daughter was like, are you serious, little girl? Hush, you talking too much.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. My mama kept begging me to eat.
Why?
Because I didn't fix a plate. I had a piece of fish and a piece of chicken.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
You were not hungry?
No.
Yeah.
Because I've really been eating all day.
Yeah.
Tasting everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, yeah, really... And then I had to work too. So I was like, I don't want to eat too much.
And be uncomfortable. That's another reason why I didn't do so much. Mm-hmm.
She kept looking at me. You still ain't gonna fix you a plate? I was like, I'll be all right.
Right.
I'm like, I really ain't even that hungry. So I had a piece of fish,
mm-hmm.
a couple of pieces of chicken, and thank God I did because those flew out the window.
What you mean?
Everybody had 8 of them.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, let me get a piece of fish before it's all gone.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had finally fixed me a plate, but it really wasn't that much. It was just dressing and I think I had a piece of meatloaf.
She made the meatloaf and patties.
My mom has this pan where you do like individual.
Mm-hmm.
So she made like like 7 or 8 individual meatloafs.
Oh, okay. I like that better than
just one
than
hunk
just
of
one
meat.
hunk. Yeah.
Oh my God, there was another thing. So she had seasoned it, and like everything was done. Everything was done. It was before she put the egg in, and so she finished seasoning it and shit. And I was like, okay, taste it. And she was like, what you talking about? I was like, girl, grab a piece of meat and put it in your mouth and taste the seasoning and taste the meat. But it's raw. It was like, girl, a little raw beef ain't gonna hurt you.
Right.
People eat it all the time. So grab you a little bit. She didn't want to do it.
Yeah. I can understand that. Them kids don't be knowing. It's raw. The only time it'll hurt you if it's partially cooked. Like in
that danger zone.
Yeah. But if it's raw.
How'd you like your pre-roll?
I liked it. But I don't know if it was my pre-roll that made me feel that way or the wine.
Yeah. Probably a good combination of the two.
I'm pretty sure it was. I feel real nice. I was over there watching that Kevin Hart show and feeling real nice.
You so stupid.
Feeling real good with that pre-roll.
But yeah, so I had this. It was funny. So I had took a piece of beef. I was like, okay, you seasoned it well. I was like, girl, you ain't gonna never know. It's hard to season food after it's been cooked.
Yeah, because it don't what you call it, adhere to the food or whatever. It don't get into the food.
Yeah, it doesn't combine. I don't know the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, combine because it just sits on the
top.
top.
Yeah. It's not in and through.
Yeah, I heard that from what's his name? That chef that's mean that be on TV.
Oh, my favorite, Ramsay.
Yeah, he was saying don't season food while it's still raw or right at the beginning of the cooking process. Don't never season food afterwards because you ain't gonna get the right flavor.
Right.
So that's what I do. You got to taste it, y'all. But why she just didn't taste the seasonings before she even put it in there?
Because that was my fault because I didn't tell her to.
She just maybe cook.
But I had told that's when because she used a season pack, the meatloaf season packets. So she used that, and then I told her to add a little bit more because the season packets was for 2 pounds. So I'm like, you're gonna have to add more because you got more than 2 pounds. And that's when I was like, taste it. No.
She'll learn.
Right.
One day she's gonna get that bland food. She's gonna be like, you know what?
Right. I be having to tell them, first of all, don't cook beef all the way. And then it's okay to taste it when it's raw.
You're right.
But they'll learn.
Sure, they'll learn one day. They get the nasty food. They're gonna be like, you know what? Let me get
right. That's why I don't eat steak like that.
Why?
Because I don't like it being cooked all the way.
Oh, well, you can still get it
even at people's house.
Oh, okay.
Even with hamburgers, it's I still like a little pink inside of it.
Yeah, it's for that
little medium rare.
That's juicy.
Because when you cook it all the way, it'd be dry. That's when you need all that damn steak sauce and Worcestershire sauce.
Well, I made a roast too, a beef roast, and it came.
Oh, you did?
Good. Yeah, I made a roast. I made a ham, and I made a turkey.
That's one thing I didn't make was a ham.
I wasted my money on the ham. It was really good though. I really did a good job with it. I mean, I did a good job on everything this year. I'm really proud of my dinner. I ain't had no yams, so I had to do sweet potatoes, which are already super sweet.
That's the same thing.
Yams and sweet potatoes are different.
Sweet potato and yams?
They're different.
I thought they was the same.
Sweet potatoes are sweet. Yams are not sweet.
Oh.
And yams are a little lighter, like a little oranger than.
Oh, okay.
Sweet potatoes are like a deep.
You know what? I think I did figure that out, but I had totally forgot. No, honest to goodness, true. Because I think I remember. I don't know who I was with, but we looked it up. But it was so far back in my memory. It don't even dawn on me. I still think they're the same.
Well, because a lot of people do. It's not too much of a difference between the two.
Yeah,
they brothers with the different daddies. But what I'm saying is that sweet potatoes are really orange, sweet. Really sweet with the little strings in them.
Yeah.
And then yams are a little lighter, not as sweet. They don't have little strings in them.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So they pretty much the same thing. I'm gonna drink this whole bottle, so do not judge me.
Go ahead. I wasn't.
Oh.
I was not gonna judge you.
But anywho, well, I'm glad you had a good Thanksgiving. I'm glad Mama home. I'm glad everybody was able to come over.
Right.
What y'all do afterwards? Did y'all
Chad watched that fucked up game. Yeah. I was really invested in that game.
It hurt my soul. My brother was yelling at the TV. Everybody, my son was yelling at the TV. His dad was yelling. Everybody, even man was yelling. Can't even
Girl.
talk. Man, what is you yelling for? What is? Go say your piece.
I hate you.
Say your piece, man. Say your piece. I mean, if a baby who got half a brain can see some fucked up shit, then the rest of us.
Shut up, right? So my mom's husband, he's a Raiders fan.
Oh, so he was on the other
and
side.
my sister and my cousin, they're Cowboys fans.
Mm-hmm.
So of course, you know, they're going back and forth. Mm-hmm. And then what made it hilarious was Kiyosha's kids. Mm-hmm. One was okay with the Cowboys, the other one wasn't. Mm-hmm. So it was they all of them going back and forth. One of them, I think it was Jaden. Mm-hmm. And Jaden was like, Cowboys suck. My sister's like, if you don't shut up. It was hilarious. But I was sitting there because I really don't care about either team. Yeah. But I was just sitting there watching. And I was just like, what the hell? Like if there weren't so many calls against the Cowboys, mm-hmm. the Raiders probably wouldn't have been able to go down the field like they was.
Right. Yep. Yeah. It was a lot of penalty calls.
Right. Yeah. I told my sister, I was like, this ref, it is the same fucking ref.
The short one.
Same ref. I guess because everybody, you know, there's refs and then mm-hmm. there's like one main one, like mm-hmm. the head of them. Mm-hmm. And I guess he's the one that's actually shouting the call.
Right.
I don't know who's actually throwing the flag.
Right.
But it's just one that just makes the calls. And I was like, he gonna run out of flag.
Right. Right.
Because every play they just holding.
Right.
Holding. False. I was just like, oh my goodness, this is just getting on my damn nerves.
It was. I don't know if it felt like they were against the Cowboys, even though the Cowboys still did. I feel like they did a pretty good job with even all the penalties that they had called on them. But that one little player, I don't know what his damn name is, that got all them damn calls thrown on him. They need to go and let him go on somebody else's team. Because he pretty much lost that game for us by himself. Right. I can't remember who the hell.
I don't know. And then the fight had broke out. I was like, oh, snap.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I do remember all that.
But it wasn't as exciting when that fight had broke out with LeBron James and that other player, though.
I didn't see that.
Girl.
When did it happen?
Let me see if I can look it up right quick. There was, what's his, oh, Jesus. Okay. And this happened like a few days ago.
Oh, Rondo?
With Isaiah.
What's his last name? It ain't Rondo?
Let me see. Hold on. Oh shit.
Watch live TV.
No, that ain't what I wanted to do. Isaiah Stewart.
Oh, I ain't heard about that.
So this what happened. I ain't gonna show y'all the clip. It ain't that important. But briefly, mm-hmm. This one player was I guess he had got fouled or something. And he's like, shooting his free throws. Mm-hmm. And once the ball came back, LeBron had hit Isaiah with his elbow.
So it was an accident.
It probably was. Because mm-hmm. They like all on against each other trying to get the ball, trying to figure out, where we're gonna go. And so LeBron had hit Isaiah in the eye mm-hmm. with his elbow. But eventually, like at the end of the fight, you see all this blood from his eye. And you just like, what the hell?
Right.
And so
from his eye or his nose? Or
from the eye, it was like from up here, yeah. And so when LeBron hit him with the elbow, LeBron was like, kind of like, you okay? Like, what happened? And so Isaiah jumps up and was like, I'm ready to fight.
Oh my goodness.
I'm ready to fight. And so it lasted for a good minute to where like security and police was on the court. They had to announce to there was like fans do not get up and run and rush to the floor. Right. Like it was horrible.
See, I missed that whole thing.
I just saw it today because my cousin was talking about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I wonder what happened. So you Google this movement. But but yeah, the fight on the Cowboys, like it was like, oh damn. But I did see like a few of them players was like they really was like pushing each other.
Yeah.
It was like he wasn't even finna catch the ball. Why'd you push him like that? But
I think they be looking for a reason to be mad. They be looking for a reason to
join the hockey team if you want to fight.
Exactly. You can fight for free. Ain't nobody gonna be mad about it.
Right.
Shoot. Basketball ain't no place for all that.
But the game ended up going into overtime. by the time I kind of checked out,
Mm-hmm.
and then the Cowboys lost by 3 points.
Which I feel like that game could have been won by the Cowboys. I really do.
It could have.
If it wasn't for them dang on calls.
For them referee, yeah. If it wasn't for the refs. That's from the beginning. I was like, how much do they get paid?
Right. It's a pretty good amount. I do know that. They
from
get
that
paid.
other team to throw all these
okay. How much they get? Okay. That's the real question. Shoot, how much they get paid to throw this damn game? That's what we really want to know.
Because it was getting on my last nerve.
It really was. I got tired of hearing them hollering. Shoot, shut up. I'm trying to focus on taking my shower.
Right, and then there was one call that the ref had made, but his microphone went on.
That one number guy.
Right. So he was really calling. I was like, we can't hear you. And then they went to commercial break.
I think I do remember that
like
part.
Sons of bitches.
Because I was in and out that living room. I was not finna sit in there and hear all that. Oh, look at the fucking man. Oh, I can't do it. When people, I don't even say men, when people is so invested in games and stuff,
girl,
that stuff be making me.
My sister, she screamed so fucking much, and she was screaming so bad. She was holding her baby and running up to the TV. The baby started crying.
your niece was like, "What the?
Right?
What's going on, Mama? Then damn, do I need to start putting some Vaseline? I need to take my earrings off? What's really going on?"
She started crying, and then Miss was like, "You have a baby. You have a baby."
Like, chill out.
Right, but let's get into some of these topics. Let's go to our Pick a Struggle website. Make sure y'all check that out at pickastruggle2020.wixsite.com/my site. I'm working on getting us a domain, so just bear with us.
Bear with us.
So what do we have on there?
And before we even get into our topics, I see that you're back on
Facebook. Yes.
What made you go back to the dark side?
I was in the shower.
To the blue app. Mm-hmm. A lot of stuff happens and it goes down in the shower.
I was in the shower and I was just like, just make you a whole nother page and just rebuild it. Mm-hmm. And go about your day.
You know what? It's funny that you said that because I was going to ask you, do you want to just shut down Pick a Struggle, that page, and just do another one?
Yeah, but this one, I didn't want to make another page. I just wanted to go through
your personal page.
My personal page.
Why?
Only because it was a lot easier. It wasn't difficult. Yeah. It was difficult to manage 2 pages, but it was just nerve-wracking just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. But you wasn't even posting too much on your personal page
because I was doing all the posting on the fucking Pick a Struggle.
Well, that's what I mean. Like you was posting it on Pick a Struggle,
yeah,
Pick a Struggle topics, and then you was just doing your own thing on your own page.
Yeah.
So you just didn't feel like you don't want to do all that because you still got to manage the app. I mean, not the app, but the website and YouTube.
Yeah.
I got you.
So it's like,
well, it's still there, and I'm still logged into it until I'm not. So
yeah,
if you
let's keep it until Zuckerberg says otherwise. But yeah, I was like, let me just make me a whole nother page. And then, because the problem that I was having was that, one of the problems that I was having was I had more friends on my personal page than followers on the Pick a Struggle page.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And it's like, no, I want y'all over here.
Right.
Come over here.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of hard for people to go over there.
Right.
So it's like, let me just do everything on my own personal page. And a lot of people do that anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I was like, I'll just do it on my own damn page.
I got you. Makes sense.
Right.
But it's still there. And y'all still want to follow it, y'all can.
Right.
But welcome back to the Blue app.
Right. And then I was going to go live. I guess every now and then we'll go live from Facebook just to to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you.
Once I really rebuild it up. So I guess we'll get into Unwind with Cardi B. This story was fucking hilarious to me. So let's click on it and wait for it. Wait, did I click it? Okay, there we go. So a federal judge is allowing California hospital to release Cardi B's medical paperwork. And then, on the site, this is where we list our source on where we're getting the story from. Even though we get our sources. One thing I like about our page is that, first of all, ain't no goddamn ads.
Right. Okay,
I hate
ads.
Even if we get really, when we get really, really big, I will not place ads on our website.
No.
Because I do not like getting on stuff and then pop up, buy this dress, or pop up,
or just ads,
some weird,
just running at the bottom of the article. I can't stand it.
Right, and then you hear a video. It's like, where the fuck the video at?
How to stop the video?
Right.
Jeez. Take 30 minutes just to stop the video. You can't even stop the ad. You can't even get to what you're trying to get to.
So if y'all got like some stories and stuff, and I'll post it on the website and then I'll post it on my personal page.
Right.
If y'all want to read it. But I was just like, I'm getting tired of ads on websites.
Mm-hmm.
So anywho, there's an infamous YouTuber named Tasha K. You ever watch Unwind with Tasha K?
I used to be a strong follower of Tasha K.
You used to be a wino?
Yes. The messiness is just drawed me in.
Yeah.
Quickly.
But the messiness drew me out of it.
It drew me out of it.
Oh, wait a minute. I actually like this.
What?
This facial scrub, like I'm rubbing on my face, and it feels smooth.
That's good style. That's a good style.
Right. But yeah, I stopped watching Tasha K. I think it was like after like the Wendy Williams shit, I kind of like started tuning it out.
I stopped watching Tasha K after she just went on a whole 3-month rant about R. Kelly, and it just started to get to the point where I was just it was repetitive.
But did you hear though?
What?
She might be like under investigation
for the R. Kelly stuff.
Yeah. Because supposedly there was a shit, I put it in an article. There was let me scroll down to the bottom of it. There was a former prison officer who was leaking information about R. Kelly to Tasha.
Wow.
Allegedly. And so the woman had quit her job, and so they put her under investigation because usually when the FBI puts you in an investigation, that means they already built their case.
They already know.
Yeah.
They're just using that word investigation, but they already investigated your ass. But yeah, that's when I really started watching Tasha. Not to say that her sources weren't good or valid, even the stories. Yeah. But it just got to be like a
little bit too much.
And I don't know. She got pregnant. And then she had the baby. It was just too much. I just fell out of favor. Yeah, I was like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do this no more.
I don't blame you. Because I was the same way. I eventually was like, let me find somebody else to listen to. But then it was like, I'm getting tired of listening to straight up gossip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like you be wanting to hear a little bit of the gossip. Like it's kind of like a work situation. Like you kind of want to know what's going on. But you don't want to be in it.
Right.
Yeah. You want to be like, girl, what happened over there?
Right.
Well, I don't know because I'll be over here.
Right. Like every now and then I will click back just to see what happened.
Right.
Like should be like another source. Like if it's somebody that I want to hear about, okay, let me see what Tasha had said.
Right. And I kind of do that with Kaya, but I stopped doing it with Kaya because
Kaya be having me laughing.
Her messiness is evil though. Like it's so. It's
them Scorpios.
I was gonna say she must be a Scorpio. I was about to say that because she is like she would snatch your soul. Like with the way she was talking about Danny Lay, Danny Lay, Summer Walker, all them people. I was like, damn, Kaya.
She be having me rolling.
She funny, but it's like, damn, you kind of hidden below the belt, no? Because she'll talk about your mama, your kids, your granny, your auntie, your baby daddy, your second baby daddy, your third one, and your fourth one.
Right.
She'll talk about everybody.
And so Monday, Judge William Ray directed Center of Women's Pelvic Health at UCLA to show Cardi B's herpes and HPV results. But here's the background of the story. So, of course, Tasha K was on her channel and was saying that Cardi, is or was a prostitute, and all this other stuff. She talked about her kid too.
That's what I said. That's why I don't like Kaya. That's why I don't like her. They talk about people's kids. Don't do that.
Right. And so, of course, Cardi was like, let me slap that ass with a lawsuit, defamation lawsuit.
Because she had been talking about Cardi B. Yeah. Even before this. But when she started talking about culture.
Do you think that's what?
Yeah. Because you talk about people's kids. That's it.
Right. And so, so what I said, so obviously the lawsuit came afterwards. We don't know about the STDs and all of that, but we do know I put that, but Cardi was the one saying that she would trick men, drug them, and rob them.
Right. Out of her own mouth.
Right. And I was like, I don't know how Me Too hasn't caught up with her. Well, we can deduce the fact that because she's a woman, ain't nobody gonna say nothing. Because that was kind of weird.
Right.
So Cardi B filed a defamation lawsuit against Tasha. Then Tasha filed a $3 billion counterclaim saying that Cardi caused her emotional distress and made threatening statements towards her.
Wow. Okay, Tasha.
Right.
Go ahead and get your victim role.
Right. But this was after Tasha had said that Culture suffered from a learning development. Like she had a learning development issue. Like she kind of slow.
Wow. Due to the Cardi having herpes?
Girl,
How is she connected? Why is that even part of the topic?
Oh no, but I was saying she talking about she caused me emotional distress, but this is after you said her child was slow.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
You okay. Right.
Let me register.
Girl, you didn't register your car yet?
Go see if it's still out there. I be forgetting y'all every time until I hear something. You don't hear nothing, do you?
No,
Okay.
But go ahead.
I'm doing it right now.
Right. Let me read this and then we'll, So obviously the judge, because this happened earlier this year when the judge had threw Tasha's counterclaim out. Like, girl, shut up.
Right.
And so now they're focusing on the defamation suit alone. And then, so we'll see, because I don't know how long this is going to take for the clinic to be like, yeah, we tested her and, she do got it or she ain't got it.
So what are your thoughts about that? Because
I don't give a damn. I put it at the bottom of my article. I don't care. I want to hear about this R. Kelly stuff.
Okay. Well, I feel like this. Tasha K was all the way wrong saying that the girl spreading herpes or whatever she said she was doing.
Right.
Because first of all, Tasha, you ain't always been married to your husband. And I'm sure you done slept with multiple people your damn self. And don't nobody pull your records to see what you got and who you done spread and who done spread it to you. Now, I mean, Cardi B ain't never been shy about saying, I was a stripper, I did what I did, and so on and so forth. But at the same time, showing us her medical records to see if she actually does have herpes, what is that going to do? Saying it's just going to say that Tasha wasn't lying?
Yeah, because the whole thing is that, a defamation lawsuit is she was lying on me. So that's what we finna see. So somebody said, Lil J225 said, hey, Kenyon, it's me, Miss Angie.
That's Miss Angie. That's my
Hey, Angie.
How you doing? Thank you for tuning in,
She said, Angie. This is awesome. You guys should show your face. Girl, we're working on it. Okay, we're going to get into that.
Yeah, Miss Angie, at one point in time, we were on the camera, but we had some technical difficulties, so we're back on just microphones, but we'll be back.
Right, and then we wanted to trying to do like a split camera thing.
Yeah.
To where like we're not all on just one camera. We trying to squeeze in our fat asses in the frame.
Right. If you look at back some of our older videos, you'll see where we were.
Right.
We had the split cameras and stuff like that.
So we working on that, Miss Angie. Just give us a minute.
But thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you.
Right.
But yeah. As far as Cardi B and all this stuff with Tasha K. First of all, Tasha K is wrong. She is wrong. But at the same time, I really don't care if Cardi was. I'm not trying to say this like that if she was spreading, but I really don't want to see her records. But
yeah, because exactly.
That's none of my business.
But having herpes, hell, a good chunk of sexually active adults.
That's preach. That's preach.
You got HPV or herpes.
And they said, like, when you look at the statistics, they say way more than half of everybody either is going to have or has already has HPV.
Yes.
Male and female. Now the new generation they giving out a vaccine against it, but at the same time, if you've been doing this since 1995 or greater, more than likely, yeah, you done ended up with it.
It ain't nothing.
It ain't nothing
wrong with having herpes.
Yeah, it ain't nothing.
Long as you treat it when you have an outbreak, because herpes is one of those things. It's kind of like having roaches.
Go ahead and make that for me.
Like everybody, every now and then, you'll see a bug or two.
Right.
But you need to nip it in the bud before it becomes a problem.
Right.
So, you got a little bump on your lip, treat that. Hurry up.
Right. And you got a little bump in between, treat that. Hurry up. But
right. Before you have like a full outbreak, and then you got bumps all on your lip, looking like you've been licking your lips all your life.
Or eating Crunch Bars. Right. We don't Crunch Bar in the upper lip. We don't want that for you. But at the same time, too, y'all, like, if you're gonna be out there having sex, whether it's protected or unprotected, just be honest with the partner. Just tell them, hey, I ain't trying to ruin the mood. Or don't wait till it's like right on y'all right about to.
Right. Or don't wait until after the results. I got herpes and I got it from you. Well, girl, I don't know where you got it from. Like, don't.
Just be honest, y'all. Because if that person cares about you, they'll stay, and if they don't, oh well, go get somebody. Find somebody else. But just be honest about your status, whatever it is, HIV, herpes, HPV, whatever it is. Just be honest. Give that person the opportunity to decide for themselves. Don't decide for them.
Exactly.
That's all I say. Now, if you got something going on, ain't none of my business. I don't care. I ain't gonna judge you.
So what else happened?
Tasha K is a mess, and she
wrong.
She has a big following, but I think she's losing a lot of followings because she used to have way more than she has now.
Yeah, I'm not really into Tasha K now.
Yeah.
Then she had interviewed Wendy Williams' brother.
Did she?
Yes.
How long ago was this?
I want to say like a few weeks to a month ago.
Oh, okay.
And it was kind of shitty because it was like, first of all, why is Wendy Williams' brother going on there? And he has his own YouTube channel.
Cloud.
Basically. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm. Especially when he knows she done talked about his sister. Like, I pick sides. If you ever did...
Yeah, and that was a real fucked up part.
Yeah, like, you done talked about my sister like she was a dog.
Right.
Whether she wrong or not. You done talked about her. I ain't finna do nothing.
No, I'm not finna go on your show. Girl.
I don't care how much you trying to pay me.
Yep. What is happening? Let's go back to the home page.
But you know what? I can't even feel bad for Cardi until we get into our next topic. I can't feel bad for Cardi B though because she talks about people.
Oh, I hope your mama gets AIDS,
right.
Bitch. What?
Like, you get what you give out. You give out the energy, you're gonna get it right back.
Right.
So for her to try to sue Tasha K, baby, it's plenty of all the people that you done drugged and took their wallets and their money. This ain't nothing but your karma. If you gotta pay some money, ain't nothing but some karma.
Exactly. So let's get into. I'm sorry, I keep putting it over here.
It's yours. Thank you.
So let's get into a little bit a T-Mobile tea. Since Miss Andrew was like, "Why y'all got on the camera? I just show y'all face." So I got a little story before we get into the main thing. So the main thing was T-Mobile to pay nearly $20 million after outage leads to thousands of 911 calls failing. So, before we start with that, let me tell you this. So recently, I've been with T-Mobile since I want to say a good 10 years, probably a little bit over than that. And so I had went recently, like a week ago. I had said, let me get some Wi-Fi. So earlier this year, or maybe like late last year, I had bought me a phone or a tablet, one of the two. And I had talked to the salesperson. I said, when is T-Mobile gonna get some Wi-Fi? Because I need it for my home. And since I already had the phone, I wanted a home internet kind of thing.
Right.
Because I didn't want to have T-Mobile and then go to AT&T Uverse.
Right.
Because with them, you got to bundle it in order for it to get it cheaper. And it was just too much shit.
I know about the bundles.
Yeah. I didn't want to bundle it. And the guy was like, I think they're working on it, but I'm not too sure. I don't know when or where. And then a month ago, I'm on YouTube like always, and an ad popped up. Now T-Mobile offers home internet for $50 a month. Bitch, sign me up. Sign me up.
So what's the speed? Is it like
Girl, I don't know, but it's working for me.
Okay. No matter. Give me what I need. I'll upgrade later.
Right. So I had called them like a week ago, and okay, yeah, I want the home internet. And, how much is it? Da, 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 da.
I like your salesperson professional voice.
Thank you. I try. It's $50 a month and, blase. Uh-huh. Do I got to pay for the equipment? No, you don't got to pay for the equipment. Fine. That is so fine.
Listen, send it to me tomorrow.
Right. And then she was like, okay, you either get it, 7 to 10 business days, or you pay $12.99 and get it 3 or 4 days. Mm-hmm. Girl, I want it tomorrow.
Right.
Send it to me now. Mm-hmm. And so I got it, and there's the modem right there.
Oh, the little silver thing?
Yeah.
I thought that was a tea maker. Okay. I thought it was like one of them little personal coffee makers.
Right. Them Keurig.
Yeah, the Keurig. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Cute. Portable.
Mm. And so when I'm getting it, she said, we also have a special, you get a free tablet.
Okay.
I was like, okay, what does free mean?
Right.
She was like, you just pay for the service. It comes with its own
hotspot,
its own internet service.
Okay.
So it's just $5 a month. Mm-hmm. So your bill would be $55
versus the okay.
Yeah, I was like, oh, yes,
right.
And then I'm sitting there thinking, I don't even need a damn tablet.
Shit, yes you do.
I already got one.
You can have two. Shit, two always better.
Right. So now the tablet that I got, it's in the broom closet.
Well, we'll use it eventually. Or you'll use it eventually.
Yeah, I'm gonna find another reason.
That's good though. That's really good to have.
So now, so at first when we had first started, so when we originally started, we was with Fishbowl, and then we got to my home, and we didn't have Wi-Fi. It was just a mobile hotspot. Mm-hmm. And when we'll be on camera, it'll glitch a little bit after, you go back to watching the videos, it'll like freeze at some point.
Right.
But you can still hear us. And so I was like, I don't like that. That's not cute. So we're not going to be on camera until I can figure that shit out.
Right.
And so now that we have Wi-Fi, it's a lot of stuff that we can do now.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
So now we got it. And now I just need to figure out how to get a separate camera, because I don't want us both on the same camera. We don't need to be close up like that.
Right, yeah.
I want it to where we can have a conversation. We can look at each other and talk instead of just being side to side. Mm-hmm. So we're working on it. But I like it, though. I love it. I can hook, because I got a whole smart TV that I couldn't use. Well, I was using it, but now because if blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. At first, I would just use my tablet to mirror what I was doing on my TV.
Right.
But now I can just use my TV solely and don't even have to worry about nothing.
See, that's look at us upgrade out here in this world.
Right.
Look at us upgrade. Okay.
But let me tell you how lazy I am. Now that I got it. Mm-hmm. So, girl, I'm laying in bed and I got water. I had a water jug. That's how much I drink water. I had a water jug in front of the TV, and I couldn't use the remote because the jug was in front of the sensor. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I'm not getting up to move it. So I went to my tablet, downloaded the Roku app to where I can use it as a remote.
Look, I've been doing that with my phone. I've been doing that with my phone. The laziness has been there for me. Be like, I ain't got to move nothing. Let me get my phone. What my phone?
What did Miss Angie say? She said, send me the tablet. I'll even pay for the take it out of the broom closet. Okay. I'm gonna send it to you. Give me your address, I'll send it to you. But I was like, I do need to figure out another way. It's an 8-inch tablet, it's like a regular tablet.
Okay, well we can use that for a camera.
Yeah.
I think we could. Well, I mean, if you're gonna send
I'll figure it out.
That's fine. But
yeah,
we can use that.
But yeah, I'm just like, yeah, I need to do something with it. That's when I realized I am officially in middle class.
Look at us. Let's a round of applause for that middle class status. Okay, feels good, don't it? It feels good. It feels good when you grab that broom.
Just accepting shit you don't even need.
Right. Go ahead. Go ahead. When is it gonna come out?
Right.
That's when you start flexing. Y'all know I got a tablet. I don't even need it. I'm right. Deal with it. It has its own Wi-Fi capabilities and everything.
Right. Like I don't
I'll
even
find
need
something to do with it. I don't know. Maybe it's little neighborhood kids or something. I don't know.
Right.
When you elevate, you start to say stuff like that.
Right.
I don't even.
Yeah, I really don't even need it. Yeah, I'll find something to do with it. Okay.
That's when you start accepting them spam calls. Like, what you got?
Right.
Okay. Tell me more. When you post, you be like, don't block. Shit, I already blocked you. I'm blocking it again. I'm blocking your mama name too.
Right. That's like I do to my car people because they be calling me from different numbers.
They just want you to pay.
I know. I'll call y'all when I got it. If I ain't got it, you ain't gonna get it.
What makes you think calling me gonna make me suddenly have the money? Right. I didn't have it yesterday. I ain't gonna have it tomorrow. Stop asking me.
Right.
So, I get it when I get it.
Right. But anywho, so let's get back into it. So this is what leads into our T-Mobile. I ain't know nothing about this till LaPree was like, Chad, did you know this happened? No, because I don't call 911 like that.
Right. But it's just the fact that you couldn't if you needed to. You would have been stuck out just getting killed. Right. And I didn't know this happened. I didn't either. And I have T-Mobile. I've been with T-Mobile faithfully. But did not know. So T-Mobile will pay the sum of $19.5 million as part of a settlement with the FCC, the Federal Communication Commission after a 12-hour outage in June last year, resulting in the failure of tens of thousands of emergency calls. Now, as we get into it, you see this advertisement right here and here and here. This is why I hate websites. This is why when you go to Pick a Struggles website, you ain't got to worry about none of that. Let me just read the story and then go on about my business. Mm-hmm. So the FCC announced the agreement that will resolve its investigation into the matter, saying T-Mobile has agreed to pay the multi-million-dollar settlement and implement a compliance plan with new commitments to improve the 911 outage notices given to the public safety answering points, as well as provide follow-up notices to them within 2 hours of initial outage notifications. So I didn't even know anything about this. And the reason why that story just stuck out to me when I first seen it is because, like, 911 is that one you can call 911 from a phone that ain't even working, have service. Yes. So the fact that T-Mobile, one of the largest carriers in this country, and I think abroad as well, T-Mobile's the largest. No, under AT&T. AT&T is the largest, I believe. It is because they Southwestern. They you remember Southwestern Bell? Yeah. Okay, so AT&T bought them. Yeah. Okay. So AT&T and Southwestern Bell were pretty much the largest at one point in time. Oh. Okay. So AT&T. See, I thought after T-Mobile took over Sprint, it was like. Well, Sprint was there. Sprint was like kind of like right behind AT&T. Oh, okay. At one point in time, the only thing we could use was AT&T in some parts of the country. So that's why this story stuck out to me, because it's like, T-Mobile, come on now. You can't call it 911 from your service when you can call 911 on a phone that don't have no service. So come on now, y'all gonna have to pay somebody some money, because somebody probably was getting killed. Right, in the midst of the police because of y'all. Right. Not having no service. They said on June 15, 2020, a 12-hour, 30-minute outage took place that led to congestion across T-Mobile's 4G, 3G, and 2G networks. Mm-hmm. Who the hell is still having a 2G network? But anywho, according to the FCC, and resulted in a complete failure of more than 23,000 911 calls. Wow. Can you imagine what those people 23,000 emergencies that's just going to go undone. Yeah, can you imagine what was happening when them people trying to call? Like somebody was getting their ass whooped. somebody getting robbed. They can't 911 just do. The outage also resulted in tens of thousands of 911 calls without location or callback information made available. So the 911 operator wasn't able to even call them back. Or locate them from their phone. Yeah, which I hate that. I hate that so much. Mm-hmm. When 911 is like, what's your location? Bitch, you should be able to know that by now. I know you know. Right, I've been on the phone with you for how long? Right. Should you just be
you should be quick with it.
Right. You supposed to send somebody as soon as that pop up in your face.
Right.
You know.
Okay, so T-Mobile said we understand how we understand how critical reliable connectivity is to ensure public safety, and we take that responsibility very seriously. We have built resiliency into our emergency systems to ensure that our 911 elements are available when they are needed.
And I bet you T-Mobile didn't even fight that. I feel like they was just like,
T-Mobile got so much money.
Yeah, they probably.
That's one I like T-Mobile.
I do too. I like the customer service.
Oh, girl, the best.
I love it.
So let me tell you. So I had called to get the internet shit, and I didn't get the package the next day. So I was like, let me call them. Mm-hmm. What Miss Angie said? Miss Angie said that's why I think every company should be equipped with enhanced 911. Yeah. You don't have to give your location. You don't have to give your location. It's automatically pops up. With that. I think so too.
Mm-hmm. I do too.
Like immediately.
Mm-hmm. Like I need you.
Right.
Like his foot is on my neck. Type of, I need you. Come on, send them boys out
here. Because I didn't see so many cases, especially when I be listening to like murder mystery and shit. Mm-hmm. I was like, I wanted to be able to just dial 911 and then just leave the phone alone.
Yeah, just listen.
I shouldn't have to talk to you about what I'm going through. If you just hear me gurgling and shit in the background, or you hear like a whole bunch of send them.
Right. Shoot, if they don't need it, they ain't need it. But just send them.
Right. Even the fire department, just send somebody.
The ambulance, fire department, everybody that's under the 911 spectrum, send them over here.
Right.
Shoot.
But yeah, the T-Mobile. So I had called T-Mobile and because I was like, where my package at? I'm not able to track it. What's the deal? Mm-hmm. She was like, well, I see it's still being sent and yada, yada, yada. We spent 5 minutes just talking about the internet.
See?
We spent another 20 minutes talking about what we're doing for Thanksgiving. Like, that's how good they are.
I love that.
Because I had already settled the dispute of, I ain't got my shit yet. Mm-hmm. They was like, well, what you doing for Thanksgiving? Girl, I'm going to cook this. What you doing? I'm cooking this and that and my neighbors. And I was like, oh, okay.
And that's what good customer service is the
number one key,
the foundation of any type of company that you're running. And that's the reason why I have, and I'm not trying to down talk anybody's company or anybody's business, but that's the reason why no matter, like, I'm in a customer service.
Did you don't even like it? Oh,
because I'm sales. But I feel like if I was customer service, I'd be knocking it out the park because I work with people. People think that people are my thing. I can deal with people. I can talk to people. I can empathize, sympathize. I can get on your level. I can be above you, under you, whatever I need to be. I can do that. And so that's the reason why I'm big on that. Even though I work with mostly sales, customer service is part of sales. Yeah. If you're trying to sell me something, I need to know who the hell I'm talking to. Get to know me just a little bit so that we can have some type of common ground. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I love T-Mobile because when I called and ordered my daughter's phone, and I pretty much called T-Mobile because of something you had said about T-Mobile. You had said something about, them being nice or whatever. Something you said made me want to be like, well, let me see what T-Mobile talking about.
Right.
Called them, girl, got the phone. And then had to pull out my debit card. You know what I'm saying? They sent the phone on through, So I love that about T-Mobile. AT&T, too, has great customer service. But I expect that from AT&T. Like, y'all have a name. Y'all better be hiring some good folks.
Right.
Don't just get Jennifer off the street and be like, girl, you want to talk? Give me some real people who know what they're talking about.
And even the Asian people.
Yeah. They
actually. Because there's one thing. When I used to work for Uber Eats, when I used to, do Uber, I used to get tired because of people because I would work overnight. Mm-hmm. And so I guess Americans are asleep.
Right.
And so all the calls would go to like Asian speaking people. I don't know who they were, but they would have these really thick accents. They don't understand me. They say my name all the way wrong. And Andre, girl.
And they be trying so hard.
But T-Mobile Asians,
right?
They be like, Andre, hey.
That's how they
like. You can hear the accent, you know. But it was like, hello, Andre, how you doing?
See, I had an Asian sales rep too, and she was on point.
Right.
She said Kenyan. She didn't say Kenya. She didn't say Kendra. She said Kenyan with full confidence. You know what I mean? She ain't had no problems talking to me. And she was like, guess what? You also, I said, what, girl? You get this too. I was like, okay.
Right. Angie said, you got this, Kenyan. I have 100% faith in you, and you do a great job at your job.
Oh, thank you, Miss Angie. I appreciate you.
That's nice. That's nice. But yeah, so that's why I like, because I know T-Mobile's a good company.
Mm-hmm.
Them, having an outage, I'm pretty sure it was accidental and all the other stuff, and they're willing to pay for it.
Yeah, they're not trying to
fight in
court for
not like
years.
Facebook. They all up in front of Congress and trying to plead their case. Like, no, we're not selling people's information to China.
Oh, you're not?
No, we're not doing some underhanded secret shit.
Oh, you're not?
Okay.
All right, looking her.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna just take that and say okay.
Right, we'll take that face value.
Right. Facebook. Locking folks out there can't.
Yeah.
But we ain't gonna that's neither here nor there.
Neither here nor there. What the hell is
But yeah,
happening?
good job, T-Mobile, for taking, just saying, you know what, I fucked up. How much I gotta pay?
Right.
Good job.
We'll make it.
Yeah, I did wrong. I keep on trying to do better.
I think the only thing that's messed up is that because I remember we was at Thanksgiving, we was watching the game, and then T-Mobile was like giving away those iPhone 13.
Oh yeah, they giving them away.
My mom was like, because so many problems, they having so many problems, they just practically just giving them away to people.
Yeah. What the phones are?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
With under the T-Mobile.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know.
I wonder if it had something to do with this lawsuit. You never know.
Right. Never
But
even
even still, though, I mean, I'm glad that they are taking responsibility for themselves, because that's a huge, even when in our personal lives, taking responsibility for something that happened, even if it was out of your control, and saying, you know what, damn, I messed up, sorry that happened, but let me try to make it right.
Yeah, let's make it better. And T-Mobile is really good with that, because there's been plenty of times where I'm like, this happened. Like, stuff happens with machines and technology. Stuff happens, and then when I called, it was like, let's make this right. Let
me rectify.
Yeah, let me take this off. Let me take this amount of money off on your next bill, and yada yada yada. I've never had any huge problems with T-Mobile to where I'll call them and then it don't get resolved.
Right. Mm-hmm.
It always gets resolved.
Right.
So let's get into something lighter.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about the Parkers.
With the Parkers.
Right. Ding, mama. So Monique had did an interview with Tammy Roman on
Bonnet Chronicles.
It was under the Foxhole. I can't remember the name of it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it at? Okay, there it is. I'm trying to make sure I share my screen right. My bad, y'all. Okay, so Monique sits down with Tammy Roman on Foxhole and says the Parkers won't be rebooted. And so some people were like, oh, okay, cool. Finally, somebody came up to, because they doing a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
They did Saved by the Bell.
Mm-hmm.
They did Roseanne's show.
Mm-hmm. Also the cartoon one, the anime.
They did Rugrats.
Yes.
They're doing Proud Family.
Proud Family, yeah, that's what I was trying. Mm-hmm.
Somebody had told me Lil Nas X and what's that fat hoe name? Lizzo. They said Lizzo was gonna be.
Leave her alone.
I know. I love Lizzo. I like Lizzo. I like her music, not her personal.
Right. Yeah.
But what's she saying? Angie said, unfortunately, it's not a lot of United States or American people of the jobs. Yeah, going back to what we was talking about with the Asian people answering the phones.
Mm-hmm.
And so back to shows being rebooted. It's a lot of shows being rebooted. And when they told me that Lil Nas X and Lizzo was going to be on the reboot of Proud Family, I was like, no, I'm good. I don't want to watch it.
Why?
It's so many other people, so many other voice actors out there that's not popular. You pick two people that's very problematic in their own lives.
Yeah.
You could do better.
I think maybe they're doing it because of that. You know, you want to bring some type of, you know, what you call it? You want to bring attention to the show. You want people to watch it. You're gonna watch it because you like, oh, I can hear Lil Nas X. Just like him going on Maury. Like, what was the point of him going on Maury?
Who went on Maury?
Lil Nas X.
Girl, when was this?
Like a couple of weeks ago.
Shut up. I'm gonna look it up.
I feel like he was using his real name or alias name. I'm not sure, but he was on Maury because the girl supposedly had slept with a man or her baby daddy, and it ended up.
Girl, you a goddamn lie.
Baby, I'm telling you the truth.
This was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, he was on Maury. He was like one of the guests. Like the girl had slept with his boyfriend, and the boyfriend ended up she ended up not knowing that he was gay, and he was the boyfriend of the gay dude. Anyway,
yeah, get caught on a love triangle. Yeah, love triangle. November 8th. Anybody got time for it?
That's what I'm saying. Like that's just Maury don't need that. Maury got his own brand.
Which is stupid.
Right, but it worked for over a decade. Why are you putting Lil Nas X? Like, what did
you didn't need that? Are you that desperate?
What is Lil Nas X getting from it though? Like, who's checking for Maury like that? I don't know.
And I think that's why, because a lot of old people, not necessarily like old people, but people born in like the 70s and 80s, they still watch Maury.
Okay, I'll take that. I don't. I was born in 81 and I don't watch him, but. He has been in my household several times throughout the year, due to my daughter and my son. So let me, but
right.
I see why people watch. It's entertaining.
Anybody got time for that? So the legendary and Netflix protester Monique, which is so funny.
Wow, they gave her that title?
No, I did.
Oh, okay.
I wrote this article, so I gave her that title. But it's just so funny because that's where your show is at.
Yeah.
Let you know how much power you really didn't have in your show.
Right.
But Monique sat with Tammy Roman and told her that the show The Parkers won't be rebooted. She went to say you can't reboot something without everyone to reboot it, and that does make sense. It makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense to me because her co-star Yvette Wilson and Thomas Ford had passed away.
Oh, you talking about Andale?
Yeah,
okay,
and the Tommy.
Tommy, yeah.
Who played her husband, her ex-husband on the show. They passed away. And Dale passed away in 2012, and Thomas passed away in 2016.
Oh wow! So
that makes sense. Just like with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, well, they had to do like a whole refresh thing, but
because of James Avery.
Yeah, James Avery passed away, so it's like we can't just do a reboot with the original cast,
right? And it wouldn't be a reboot without the original cast,
exactly.
Because they tried.
But what hell with with Fresh Prince? None of them are the original cast.
Well, it's the kids. The kids are the only one because Aunt Ville was replaced. James Avery passed away, but they still got the butler and they still got all the kids, Will and Ashley and Carlton and Hillary. They are all still alive.
Yeah, but are they on the show?
They were. Oh, on the reboot. I haven't watched the reboot. I don't think I will. I wasn't. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I understand where it's place in that time, but I'm not. I'm not
willing to.
Yeah.
Really
just like when they rebooted Raven.
That's a Raven. Yeah, I wasn't into that either.
I wasn't either, and I watched some of the reboot because of my kids, but they didn't have the boy on there. The
little brother.
Not the little brother. Not Massey.
Are you talking about Orlando?
Orlando. He wasn't on there.
Yeah.
Because of stuff happened between him and Raven. So.
Yeah.
Which wasn't fair. You got your best friend on there, and he was part of the best friend trio.
Right, girl. Put him in rehab and throw his ass in front of the camera.
Exactly. Sure. Come on now. They didn't have the parents or the little brother. They just cut all of everybody out except her and her best friend.
Yeah.
And so.
And they had kids. I've watched maybe like 1 or 2 episodes. It was there,
but it wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't. It's
it's cute.
Yeah,
but if you're gonna reboot it.
Yeah,
I feel like a reboot should be like everybody. We've been off the TV for 10 years. What we did in that 10 years, you know what I mean?
Right. Just like Roseanne. Roseanne had, when they did the reboot, which was called The Connors, they had the whole original cast and where they were today.
Right.
It's kind of hard to do that when you just cut everybody out. And ain't nobody died from the Raven show.
Right.
So.
Right.
Right. But also I said the fans won't be there either. when it comes to the reboot of the Parker show. And then I go into how toxic or how stupid the Parker show was. So after, so I remember rewatching the Parkers as an adult, and I was just sitting there like, this show is so stupid. Not even funny stupid.
Right.
Because it was getting on my nerves. Angie said, I love this show.
The Parkers?
I would be tuning in every weekend from this point forward. Oh, thank you. Thank you. But I really didn't like the Parkers like that. After rewatching it, the whole Monique situation, Monique chasing after Professor Ogilvy, and then he really don't like her. He body shames her, talks about her really bad, and then uses her. And
whenever he needed to.
Yeah.
And the fact that...
And then she ends up with him at the end of the show, which was kind of weird.
Because I think they were trying to make it seem like the whole time he liked her, but he was just so concerned about her body being a plus-size woman that he wasn't willing to be in public with her or be in a relationship with her, which is problematic by itself.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, if you like somebody, you're so vain to be concerned about the way their body looks that you won't even date them, and that could be the best person that you've ever met in your life.
And then there was a couple of episodes where he was like, yeah, I do need to be with her, but
that he was like willing to sleep with her,
girl, and then just automatically just
right,
I want to be with this skinny light-skinned hoe.
Right and no shame to people who are
light-skinned hoes. Yeah. Ain't no shame to light-skinned and skinny hoes.
But what we're saying is that the whole premises of the show was, you're not good enough for me because I'm a professor at a college, and you're this single mother who didn't finish school, and now you want to date me, and I would date you if you were this way.
First of all, you're a professor at a community college. That's worse than white trash. Getting
your suits from Ross. We're not going to go there. You weren't dressing, okay?
And Ogilvy wasn't that damn fine.
He wasn't all that. He was not all that. I'm telling you right there, that lineup was off a lot of times. But even as a child watching this show, or a preteen, or right at teenager years, watching this show, I always had an issue with the Parkers.
Yeah.
Even Monique. And because it was, not Monique, but Moesha. It was a spinoff from Moesha. Just watching that show as a young adult, I would never, ever, encourage anybody to go after somebody they have to beg that much to be with them.
Yeah, to where it's like, damn, girl, you're breaking the law. It's like, okay, sexual harassment.
Oh yeah, she was showing up,
stalking, breaking and entering.
Yes, kidnapping. Right. Because at one time she had tied that fool up and had him, in her apartment. Didn't want to let him go. But it's like, at the time, Monique was. I feel like,
girl, how my own hair end up in my mouth? Just ugh.
Listen, okay. I ain't out of my business. And hey, to each his own, do what you do. But anyway, at one point in time, it was like, at that point in time, Monique was a plus size woman, but that plus size back then ain't the same plus size we got today.
Right. Because Monique is still plus size.
She is still plus size, but back then she was like, she was heavy. She was heavy for the time. Because now, if you was heavy like that, you wouldn't be like, she a big girl. Oh, you just got a little extra meat on your bones. But just the desperateness of it.
Yeah. And then because she had a couple of girl, she had Mel Jackson. Now, I'm
fine means.
I'm not, that hung up on light-skinned men, but Mel Jackson is just so fine to me.
Mm-hmm.
He was on Soul Food. He was the one that gave, that was flirting with Bird. Yeah, so Mel Jackson has always been fine to me. He's one of my early man crushes in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
But she had Mel Jackson was just like, no, I'm gonna go do Ogilvy.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Okay, girl.
Right.
Okay.
Even
she had Tommy Ford.
Even Tommy Ford.
Chad, I picked Tommy over Ogilvy any damn day.
With the bald head, hey Tommy. But yeah, it was just toxic. The show was just toxic all around. And then you got this goofy ass daughter.
You know what? She made the show.
If it wasn't for Kim, I wouldn't have been watching.
Because Kim was hilarious.
Kim and the best friend, I forget the girl, the thick white girl, Stevie. If it wasn't for them,
it was the whole trio,
right? Oh yeah, and the boy, the guy,
Freestyle Unity.
Yeah.
For one for the no, I would not have been watching the show. Well, you know, as an adult,
it's just a toxic show. Like I don't know what they were trying to portray and teach people. Like
Andrew's like just thirsty, made a plus size black woman look so desperate. That's exactly right.
Which is crazy because I ain't trying to be funny. I've been plus size pretty much my whole adult life. Never had an issue.
No, that's another thing.
Never had an issue attracting or finding or being in a relationship with anybody that I chose to be with. Not, if somebody didn't want to date me because of my size, it was unknown to me.
Yeah.
But I damn sure I wasn't.
See, with me, mine was different. I knew because I had men to be like, yeah, you cool and everything. I don't want to date you because you plus size. Wow. And I'll be like, oh, okay. To the right, go on to the next one.
But you know what though? The difference between that and
gay culture, they are vicious.
They are very vicious. Body conscious.
Yeah.
Though, because I don't
but
even
my
know
whole
why,
thing,
though.
Girl, when he told me that, I was just like, first of all, you living with your brother and they ain't got a job. You ain't got no car. You ain't got nothing. So I don't even know why.
You got the audacity.
Right. The gall, darling.
To act like my size is the issue.
Right.
Let's talk about the real issue.
Right. With your broke ass.
Right.
Not even broke, poor.
Look, with 3 O's.
Right. Poor. She said we need to know without a doubt that we are deserving of the best and we shouldn't have to put ourselves down or stoop to the level to appease them, to be with them. Exactly.
Because I'm telling you right now, if I dated someone and all of a sudden during the middle of the relationship, they're like, your side, that's the end of that.
Right.
Oh, let's go work out together. If I wanted to work out, I know how to get a membership at Planet Fitness. If you were concerned about my health, you shouldn't even be talking to me. You know what I mean? Like
which reminds me, I bought an exercise exercise bicycle.
Where you put it?
In my shade. I put it.
No, because I don't see it. Not shade. Because I don't see it in here, and you got that big ass bed in your bedroom.
I put it in the room. It fits in there perfectly. Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna start riding it tomorrow.
The double king size bed, man.
I love it. I could put snacks on one side and my fat ass on the other side. I love that bed.
I want a double king. I want one of those California kings, but I know the other side of it's gonna be full with crumbs and food. So I don't want to do it. I'm gonna stay with my queen until I can do other things. But yeah, the toxic. I mean, The Parkers was a toxic show.
Very well.
I mean, and I feel like most of the shows in the 90s were toxic. Moesha, Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
I like Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Toxic.
I didn't get to finish watching it, so explain to me what was toxic about it.
Well, I mean, it's just like you had this man who was a basketball coach, and then you had this friend or whoever it was that he was living with. It was kind of like a Three's Company type of situation. Yeah. And you had Holly Robinson Peete, which was...
I love her.
Right, and she's a beautiful woman. I ain't gonna take nothing from her. But, she didn't want to date him because he was a high school basketball coach. Oh, yeah, because she like rich men. Yeah, okay, yeah. You're not good enough. It was a whole bunch of you're not good enoughs. Yeah. Going on in the 90s.
And he ended up... Was it Robin? Was that her name?
Who?
Robin, the co-host?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's what it was for me with those 90s shows. Just like even on Moesha, it was her best friend liked her, but he wasn't handsome enough. He didn't have no car. He didn't.
But Hakeem?
Yeah. Hakeem was, liking her for years.
Yeah. Well, I say the same thing about Steve Harvey's show. Steve Harvey's show was but I loved it. To me, Steve Harvey's show was just funny.
I don't like. Okay, if I liked Steve Harvey, it would have been a different outcome. But I just did not like him. I couldn't get with him.
I love Steve Harvey, even though his behavior would not be appropriate during this time with him and Piggy Greer. But to me, for its time, the show was good. It was funny to me.
Well, you know what? I'm going to agree to disagree to each his own. I'm not going to say that. You know what? Let me stop because I'm being biased. I didn't like him, so I didn't allow myself to even...
At the time the show was on?
I ain't never liked Steve Harvey.
I did not know that.
No, and then when he came
Not even
back,
on Kings of Comedy, he didn't like him.
hell no, he wasn't nothing but a host.
Not even on Showtime at the Apollo, you didn't like him then?
Nope, I didn't. I wanted Kiki Shepard, whoever was supposed to be up there, Sinbad, whoever. I forget the first host. But no, I'm just not a Steve Harvey fan, so I just feel like everything he do is just
trash.
Yeah,
I get it.
How he did his ex-wife and when he got the new fine thing.
Oh yeah, that whole situation was weird. But I didn't know about that till after the show was long gone. So let's end this with just something so fucking weird. Will Smith.
I'm so tired of Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith right now.
Yeah.
Go back to 3 years ago when nobody knew nothing about y'all.
Right. Yes.
Let's go back.
Right.
Because y'all in the media too now.
Let's all go back to the old way. I am getting tired. Because damn near every day I'm on Twitter, it's another Will Smith and Jada Pinkett story. And it's getting annoying.
I think people don't start reading that book and they don't start, asking him questions because he wrote a book.
Yeah.
So people,
girl, you ain't got to worry about that. Just leave it there.
It's me. Let me be me.
Leave it there. Because I got paint on it, so I'm not worried about.
I want this off.
So Will Smith, I used to vomit after orgasming as a psychosomatic reaction.
Okay, can you explain to me what psychosomatic means? Because this is my dumb moment.
Girl, let's look it up.
Let it go.
Psychosomatic definition of a physical illness or other condition caused or aggravated by mental factors such as internal conflict or stress.
Okay, I get it now. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
So the internal stress was him, the fact that he's a gay man married to a woman?
Girl, shut up.
What? I'm just asking. I'm just trying to figure out. I'm trying to get where he at.
I don't get it. That could be it. You never know.
Let's go on and read the article because I know
allegedly
an alleged gay man.
So Will Smith handled heartbreak not by listening to sad tunes, but by having too much sex. Anybody got time for this? I had sex with so many women, and it was so constitutionally disagreeable to the core of my being that I developed a psychosomatic reaction to having an orgasm. This is what he's writing in his book.
So you know what?
It will literally make me gag and sometimes even vomit.
So I hear I'm having sex with a woman. I'd rather not.
Girl, shut up.
I'm just saying. If you psychosomatically are vomiting after you have an orgasm with a female, that means that you more than likely don't want to.
My whole thing is, how are you having an orgasm, but yet it's repulsive?
Because it's repulsive because you really don't want to do it.
But why? Because
you got to keep up with that image. Like, he's married to a woman, so he has to have sex with a woman. But if you really don't want to, if you really rather have sex with somebody else or another gender, you might be sick afterwards. I mean, you hear it all the time. Women who are lesbian and they have sex with a man and they feel sick afterwards. Mm. You never heard that?
No.
Okay, so let's just put it. Let's just make it more.
But it will. Because I just don't get it. I do not understand. Because going back to my personal life, my personal experience. Mm-hmm. To me, I've had sex with a lot of men who were quote unquote DL. Mm-hmm. But my whole thing is, how do you have sex with someone that you're not somewhat attracted to?
Okay, I see where you're at with it. Because,
how does your mind even? You okay?
I thought I heard something.
Was my chair squeaking?
No, I thought I heard something outside.
Oh. Will you register your car? So
I did. It's in the back of my mind. Because having sex is not always it's mechanical. It doesn't have to always be emotional.
What did Angie say? Thank you guys so much. Great entertainment. I really enjoyed the show, and I'm guaranteed to come back. Thank you. I'm pretty sure she had to go. She was like, "Y'all been talking for too long." but go ahead.
Because having sex is mechanical. You don't need a lot of emotion to do it. I feel like,
girl, put me in front of a woman. I'll show you somebody who can't have sex.
And that's why I was going to ask you. If you were to have sex with a woman, would you? Okay, I know that you don't want to.
Wouldn't even be able to.
You wouldn't be able to.
No.
If you were forced to.
No. Forced? Oh, that definitely hell no.
But it would make you sick in some type of way, right?
Not even sick, because I'm not even going to cross that threshold to be like, oh, okay, yeah, we doing it.
But the thought of it makes you feel. Ugh.
It don't make me feel ill, but I just know I wouldn't be able to even perform if I was forced to or had to.
Right. Because the thought of it makes you feel like I don't want to do this.
Yeah, I don't.
But
therefore I won't.
Right. But he was forcing himself to do it because maybe he's on that bisexual spectrum or whatever. So he's able to feel attracted and feel a sexual, urge to perform with a woman. But it made him sick because he ain't really want to do that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to look into that because I've known a few men that were married, had a bunch of kids, and then they come out as gay and leave their wives, or the wife leaves them or whatever. And then I'll be sitting there thinking like, how? Right, and then you talking about, oh, you think you've been gay from the jump,
right?
Well, then how was you able to do anything?
And that goes back to my point, especially when we had the young man to approach us about the whole me saying that men aren't bisexual or men can't. And I don't know. Listen, y'all, I'm not a clinical anything. I ain't been to school for none of that shit. But from just listening and observing men who consider themselves bisexual.
Angie said she always thought Will Smith was gay.
Listen,
Angie, you ever seen 6 Degrees of Separation? Because that's where I was like,
you played that part too well.
A little bit too well, getting caught up with a man in the bed. Mm-hmm. Okay, what you doing?
And he was the bottom, but
you ain't never lied.
He was catching, he wasn't throwing. But anyway, my thing is this: like, and I've said this on the show, so it ain't no surprise. I have had my experiences, right?
Experiences?
It's what it is. Stop, mind.
Girl, that means multiple.
Mind your business. We talking about real right now. But I will say this: the thought of being in a relationship with a woman, repulses me. Not to the point where I want to throw up,
right?
But to the point where I'm just like, hell, no, will never. Because that's not my preference. That's not something that I want to do. And I feel like, Will Smith is kind of dealing with the same thing. Like, you don't really want to sleep with women.
I just don't get it, though.
It's an image. He says it in his book. And I watched some, because I follow him on YouTube. And I watched, like, the unveiling of the book and all that kind of stuff.
Let's see. I'm sorry, go ahead.
He says it that, I had to keep up with an image. I had to be Will Smith. I couldn't be the person that I wanted to be. I couldn't be the young man or the little boy or anything that I wanted to be because I had to be Will Smith. So that's all a part of the Will Smith image. Will Smith is big. He's masculine. He has plenty of women. He has a beautiful wife. He has kids. He ain't no gay boy.
Right. He was like, we drank every day. We had sex multiple times every day for 4 straight months. I started to wonder if this was a competition. Either way, as far as I was concerned, there were only 2 possibilities. I was going to satisfy this woman sexually, or I was going to die trying. This is so sad.
It really is sad. Because that just means that people are still not, even megastars like Will Smith can't live authentically to themselves. You know what I'm saying? You can't be who you want to be.
Yeah.
And that's the part where you start to go on that spiritual journey.
Yeah.
To try to figure out who the fuck you are and how the fuck to live in this life, because you can't be who you want to be. So, and that's why I respect, people like you who are living authentically to them, who they really are. You're not out here trying to create this image of Dre.
Yeah.
You're just being who you are. you know you're a man. You
girl, contrary to popular belief.
Well,
some people be thinking I'm a woman.
Gray area,
Like,
gray area. That's that gray area because I know because sometimes you have feminine energy, so people can, and then the way you look and all that kind of stuff. You know, people can mistake you, you know, for a woman, which you don't have an issue with. But what I'm saying is that you still being authentic. You ain't never walked around and said I'm a woman. You know what I'm saying? You still saying, you know, I am who I am. So that's what I feel like Will Smith. I feel like he is battling, and it's sad to see this. It's sad to see this unveiling.
Especially when you're woman in love with somebody else.
Another woman. Let me mind my business.
When your woman is in love with a dead man and a man that's young enough to be her son, pretty sure that causes more little. I hope he's seeing a therapist.
You know he is. All that money he got, he probably be seeing 5 or 6 therapists.
Child.
But Will Smith, I hope you continue on your journey, and I really do hope that he just gets to be authentic.
I don't hope he comes. You know, I hope he doesn't go to the Bruce Jenner way. Comes at, you know, he like 60, 70 years old and talking about something, I'm a woman. Like, I don't.
Right, I hope not either.
What she said, no, she hasn't, but since Fresh Prince, I always knew he played the part a little too well. And you know, that movie, 6 Degrees of Separation, that came out before he was Will Smith.
Right. But it's so many rumors.
And he when I tell you that was the only movie, even the 7 Pounds movie and the Pursuit of Happiness movie, that 6 Degrees of Separation movie was his best acting.
Oh yeah, by far.
That was the best
if you have
fucking
not
movie.
Seen 6 Degrees of Separation, you need to see it.
Yeah.
Now it does take a little of pay attention. You gotta pay attention to that movie. You gotta watch it.
I cried watching that movie.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I did too. And he did do it. He did flex his acting chops in that movie as well. But
in the other movies, it was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, you could tell that he's playing a part
right.
beyond the part. You know,
yeah.
He's just trying to be this person. But you know, this just makes me want to say, be who you are.
Yeah.
Wherever you are in life, you ain't got to be no mega star. You can be, you know, John Doe down the street. Just be who the hell you gonna be. Be who you are. You know what I'm saying? Quit trying to play a part.
Right. I mean, it's already bad enough you're lying to other people. At least be honest to yourself. Because when you're honest to yourself, everything else will really fall into place.
Right.
But it's sad though. But I just cannot imagine throwing up after coming. I mean, that means it takes a lot.
This is all the fun out of coming. It's like, I don't even want to do that. I don't even want to come. Like,
no.
I'll just keep it in. Like, I don't like if you got to do all that. Just what's the point of doing that? Just
right.
You know.
She said, and there's nothing wrong with keeping it real. No, there's nothing wrong with it.
Keep it real all the way across.
Keep it 100. That's what we used to say back in the day. Keep it 100.
Keep it 100. You know, yes, keep it 100. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if I can't be who the hell I'm supposed to be or who I want to be, then I don't want to be nothing.
Yeah, everybody else is finna suffer.
Right. It's gonna be hell on wheels. You heard
right.
me?
It's gonna be some smoke in the city. If I can.
And I just feel bad for Will Smith because he does have an image to uphold. And I'm so sick of images. I'm so sick of being this person and trying to. Yeah, I'm so sick of that. Because people are just sitting up here living their whole entire life and not happy.
I can't do it.
I can't either. I won't.
Even like with rich people, like when they trying to, like, you know, those hoes on reality TV, they try to, you know, portray a certain image, and then they end up in bankruptcy, having to sell their house and all this other shit. It's like, child, why bother?
Right.
When you could have been yourself the whole damn time and living comfortably.
Right.
Why even bother?
And I don't know. I guess people feel like they gotta. It's our programming.
Yeah, that's all it is.
It's our
programming and capitalism. But we are done because I gotta go to work, and LaPree gotta hang out with her children.
My baby leaving, y'all. She going back to college.
Right? Is she doing online or is she like physically going to class?
She's
still
going to class.
Oh, okay.
And she just changed her minor, so she has.
She changed it. So what was the major?
Journalism.
So she still has that.
She still has journalism. She changed her minor from Pinky, don't beat me up, but she changed her minor to some type of investigation type of
I love it.
Yes, because she said she changed her minor because she realized that she didn't want to be a journalism that's on the air microphone. She wanted to be like behind the scenes.
Oh, so she
investigating
lazy.
Stuff.
She
want to investigate stuff.
She lazy. Because I would just love, especially back in the day, like back when even before we were born, it was like a whole bunch of stuff going on, like wars and a whole bunch of shit going on. I would love to be welcome to So-and-So News. And I am Andre Jackson reporting from Cuba. Right, where missiles could be going off in any minute.
So you want an arrow?
Yes. Yeah. I would love. That would have been so fucking neat.
I don't know. I think she changed it because she just realized that she's more of a writer versus a talker. So
you know what? I can see that.
Yeah. So
because at first, when I was growing up, I was a writer. I loved to write essays and write stories. Mm-hmm. And then after that, that's when I became the talker.
Right. And then you can do both.
Yes.
So look,
won't he do it?
Hey, I do it every time.
So maybe that's what's gonna lead her into. Maybe she'll end up like that.
I hope so. And I'm gonna be plugging my baby channel. She started her YouTube channel, y'all, and I want y'all.
Okay, and we're gonna react to it.
Oh yes. Let's do that.
We're gonna do that. We're gonna react to her video.
Yes. It's gonna be
So what is she doing?
What you mean?
She started a YouTube channel. What is she gonna be doing?
Oh, she's gonna be talking about like I thought you meant like in life. No, she's gonna be talking about what you call it?
Murder
cold
mysteries?
cases.
Yes.
Cold cases, murder mysteries, stuff like that.
Yeah, she definitely just needs to do that.
Yeah.
Because I like those. I love those.
She got me into it.
Because I started listening to because I was at work and I work overnight and I really don't like, even though I'm a social person, I have those moments where I really don't like to talk to people. Mm-hmm. And so when I'm at work, I put my headphones in and, and I tune everybody out. Mm-hmm. And so I started listening to, I did not know Dateline had a podcast on Pandora.
Oh, yeah, you did tell me about that.
Yeah. And so I turned on my Pandora and turned on Dateline because those one like Dateline, First 48, like all the stuff I grew up listening to. Mm-hmm. So it's nice to be able to listen to it when I'm at work. Because I love those murder mysteries and cold cases and shit. And this happened back in the 80s, and now we solved it because of DNA shit back in 2000. So I love shit like that.
Mm-hmm. I done started listening to a young lady called Christina Randall. She's on YouTube, and she has a couple different channels, but she does cold cases and murder mysteries.
Yeah.
And I love her. But I do like to, and I'm not trying to be racist or biased or anything, but I do like to see my sisters and brothers
because the girl I was going to suggest was a white woman. So Bailey Sarian, I love Bailey Sarian.
Bailey Sarian,
yeah. Okay, she does Murder Mystery Makeup Monday. She sits there do her makeup and
you showed me her last week. Okay.
She does her makeup and sits there and talks about murder mystery stuff, and then she also does this new thing called Dark History, where she's not doing her makeup, but she's sitting there talking about old stuff that happened back in the day. And most of her episodes has been about race.
Oh, okay.
How white people fucked over black people and Indian people and Asian people.
Right.
So you got to listen to her. But thank you, Angie, for watching and for listening.
Thank you so much, Miss Angie, for tuning in. Y'all, just listen. Like the next year, we got some stuff coming. We got some verses coming where we're going to talk about one topic versus another. Y'all know that versus is popular on YouTube right now, where they got the two different celebrities, same genre, they singing, doing they stuff. We're gonna do our own version. I'll pick a struggle version of that, where we're talking about one topic versus the other.
Right.
So that'll be something to look for in 2022.
And then one thing that I had thought about today, because we used to do motivational Mondays shit.
Right.
I thought about doing it before the show starts.
Okay.
Because it's Sunday.
Okay.
And people in church and shit. I thought about it. So I was like, maybe not. We'll see what's happening.
Right. Well, me and Dre got to put our heads together and get some. We're coming up on our third year.
first?
No, our second year.
Second year, yeah.
So we coming up on our second year of Pick a Struggle.
Because I don't know why I don't think we did in March of last year.
No, it wasn't last year, was it? Oh yeah.
Oh, if it was March of last year, then yeah, we are coming up on our second year.
Yeah, we're coming up on our second year. So we're gonna elevate our show just as like we elevating ourselves. Because y'all know Dre he done elevated to the middle class. So we about to elevate Pick a Struggle as well. So look for some new stuff. We got a whole month before the next year. So
right. So tune in. Don't like this video. Don't share it. Don't leave a comment. Because when I was saying it, nobody was doing it. So hopefully y'all was doing the opposite back then. So maybe y'all do the opposite now. Right. Don't leave a comment. Don't share it. Don't tell nobody about it. Don't do anything.
Right.
Don't even listen. Don't do anything. And we'll catch y'all later.
All right. Y'all have a good week.
All right. Peace in the Middle East and a bottle of hair grease on the other side of the river. Country fried.
It won't last. Look.
That's because I already did my 10,000 steps today.
Told you so.
Screw you, Sam. I'm going home.
Today's segment is pretty much talking about pick a struggle.
You pick a struggle.
You have to pick a struggle.
Gotta pick a struggle, bruh.
You need to pick the goddamn struggle.
You have more than 2 struggles. If you have 3, then that's it.